don't even know. Since kind of felt like making this, and I might as well check that. Is not. This is originally just going to be a Game Award thing now. Because why I don't notification. And so, I guess we can start with this actually. So, let me show you the old box. And actually, so originally the old box art actually. Okay, we're back. I can't find a big image, but this is the old box art. So it was literally just Grace, and then the new box art that we got from the PlayStation Store is like a new shot of Grace with Leon in the background, kind of like he kind of looks like his RE4 remake cover pose. He also kind of I saw a lot of people comparing this to the RE8 cover. He made let me wasn't. Kind of seen a lot of comparisons of that, which I don't know. That's going to be revealed tonight, because this was posted early on the PlayStation Store, because PlayStation Store interns are fucking dumb, and they keep posting stuff early. So yeah, this is going to be revealed in a trailer tonight, which, I mean, I'm going to turn down. I'm playing Slime Rancher in the background, which, for people who know, that is a game that you're going to want to leave running and not pause, so you can get more money from stuff. I can hear the music through my headphones, so you guys probably can't hear it. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so that's gonna be they've officially confirmed that Resident Evil 9 is gonna be there. So we're gonna get a trailer with Leon, which back when the game was first revealed, I literally said, "Hey, Leon's gonna be in this, guys. Better prepare yourself for the fans who hate Leon to come out of the woodwork and start bitching," which has happened already, even though I can't even say Leon's not officially confirmed, because this is literally the fucking PlayStation Store listing of the game had this image for like an hour. Like, it was a while. So yeah, like I said, RE9's officially confirmed to be there. I am not... Sorry, I'm like picking at my mouth. I am not live recording the Game Awards reaction, because that stream is usually like 3.5 hours long. And I do not have the storage space for that, and B, do not have the voice for that. C, most of the time what happens with TGA is there's like kind of towards the beginning there's some game I like, and then there's a lot of slop, or I can't even say slop. There's definitely mobile game, AI game slop in there. But like in the middle is usually a lot of stuff I don't care about, and that's just not going to be entertaining content to watch. But spaced in there is usually something that I like. So yeah, it's just not going to be good content, and I don't have enough space, I don't have the voice, and I really want to watch these trailers on my big-ass TV for the first time, not on my tiny-ass laptop. So let's see here, that's RE9 talked about. Let's see here, there's this Phantom Blade Zero teaser that looks fucking incredible. I have no idea if that's allowed for you guys, by the way. Sorry, I'm using the different headset because my old one finally officially broke. So yeah, promise to reveal its release date in 2025. Next Thursday, The Lion Awakens. So tonight, this was last week Thursday. No, this is last week Saturday. This is on Saturday. Yeah, they announced that. Here's the hype trailer that I'm not going to play because it has sleep token music. Here's the final nominees for the player's choice. I will be shocked if Expedition 33 or Genshin doesn't take it. It's going to be one of those two. Let's see here. Lara Croft returns with horns at the Game Awards, as just revealed. And are the Game Awards vote in the Fortnite map portal. Tune in Thursday night for a look at the future of one of game's most iconic franchises. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to pause this recording quick so I can pull up some other stuff quick. I'll be right back for you guys. Okay, so, Saros was officially confirmed to be there with a new trailer. I'm expecting pre-orders as well, because pre-orders haven't opened yet. Maybe that state of play that the devs promised will get announced here as well. I don't expect anything else from Sony here. Like a Sony first party, there's probably going to be something that matches with Sony. So yeah, I'm excited to see more Saros. That game, unfortunately, does come out in March, like right around when Mouse PI for Hire and James Bond comes out. And there's something else towards the end of March, I can't remember what, that I really want to play. But yeah, Saros just comes out at the worst possible time. So unfortunately, I was never planning on playing it for the channel anyway, because that is not a game I want to play on the channel. But yeah, I move over somewhere else where I'm not getting hurt in Slime Rancher quick. I'm gonna also work on something quick. Yeah, I'm excited for Saros. I loved Returnal. I think Returnal is one of the best games from Sony this generation, so I'm excited to see what the team does next. Let's see here. This is gonna be later. Hidden one, Shinobi. Fuck. Did I did it wrong. I closed out of the Game Awards tab. God damn it. Or did I? No, I did. Let's talk about this quick. Deus Ex was delayed. I kind of expected this because a lot of YouTubers that are big in like the fandom did videos talking about how they don't like how the remaster looks. I don't know. I just wanted to be happy. Like, there's enough shit going on in the world. I didn't want to be pissed at this, but maybe thankfully, I don't know yet. Thankfully, enough people were pissed about how this remaster looks that they're like indefinitely delaying it, because it says all existing pre-orders will be fully refunded. Like, that is like going to be a significant goddamn delay if they're refunding everything. It might even go into 2027. Like, that is how big this delay might be. So yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with that. Let me see here. Savannah, Gabagoo, Gabagee. Let me see here. Okay, so Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. Let me pull up this. Remake of original Tomb Raider reportedly being announced at the Game Awards. This statement from this leaker has been changed to be a remake of Tomb Raider 2, as well as the next mainline game will be announced back-to-back at the Game Awards. There's also been... Let me pull up Twitter quick. There's also been, what's the account called? It's called Tomb Raider Universe. Let me see here. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Free DLC. Let me see if I can find the post quick. Here we go. Infinity Tomb Raider. Here we go. Okay, so let me go here. Tomb Raider 2013 just got an update on Steam. Name changed from Tomb Raider to Tomb Raider Game of the Year. Cover art and assets changed. So I'm assuming the next mainline game is going to be called Tomb Raider again for the third fucking time. Because there's the original Tomb Raider on PS1. Then there's Tomb Raider 2013, which is the reboot of the first game in the Survivor trilogy, which I fucking love those games. And then the game is okay. Cover update happened the moment it was confirmed with the TGAs. Okay, here we go. It also made all the DLC free. That was an all. Yeah, here we go. That was an all for Tomb Raider 2013 on Steam. All DLCs have been removed from sale and are now included in the game, which has been updated to install them automatically or install them retroactively at no extra cost. That is amazing because those DLCs were fucking stupid. It was all for like multiplayer shit. And then you scroll up a little bit. Same thing happened with Rise and Shadow. Even though their names didn't change, all DLCs have been removed from sale and are now included in the base game, which have been updated to install them to still retroactively at no extra cost. I do not expect, but I fucking hope this means that all three of those games get Xbox Series X and PS5 versions natively, because there is a FPS boost option for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and oh my god, that game feels so good at 60 FPS. Too bad it's my least favorite of the three. By like a pretty wide margin. But I'd rather play those three games over the original games, personally. Let me see here. Here we go. Lego Batman has been confirmed with a new trailer. There was like a PlayStation backend thing that made it look like we're gonna get pre-orders and a release date as well at the Game Awards, which I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see more of the game. That is unironically probably one of my most anticipated games of next year, along with Romeo's a Dead Man, which there is a release date for that now in February. Which maybe I'll watch that trailer again. I don't know, or I'll like react to that trailer again or trailer for the first time. Like I've seen the trailer, is what I'm saying, but I haven't watched it for the channel yet. Yeah, I'm excited to see more Lego Batman. I expect that game will be very good because Skywalker Saga, aside from like the 100%, was very, 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 very good. So I'm excited. I'm a little sad that it's not Roger Craig Smith voicing Batman, but I understand that this was filmed. This is probably voiced during the strikes, so they went with a non-union actor. I get it. I might not like it, but I get it. Let me see here. I'm looking for my phone quick. Fuck. Put it on the couch again. I'll look later. Anyway, let me see here. Todd Howard will present an award. Miss Piggy will also present an award. Thursday, join us for an announcement from the first game from Wildflower Interactive, which is made up of a bunch of former Naughty Dog people. I saw a lot of people like anticipating this game, and I'm like, it's a 30-second teaser with nothing. Aside from the name of former Naughty Dog devs, there's nothing here for me personally. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be amazing. It just doesn't look like my kind of game, personally. Let me see here. Thursday night. Welcome Best Performance winner Maggie Robertson, who won for Resident Evil 8. She plays Lady D. She will present Best Performance. Acclaimed actor Jeffrey Wright to present an award. Rolf the dog from Muppets will also present an award. Neo Newborn will also present an award. We will see more from Marvel Rivals, which I'm fine with. That's a piss break for me. Because I played I played Rivals for like an hour or so, and the game just wasn't clicking for me like Overwatch did back when that game came out. I don't like Overwatch anymore, aside from the characters. Those characters are pretty good. Yeah. Anyway. Let me see here. Anything else interesting? Flute Guy is back. I can't wait to see him pop off. Oh, yay, a Seven Deadly Sins trailer. Ooh. Ah. It looks so good. Let me do something quick. Okay, so that looks like the last surprise. Let me scroll down the tweet. I had the page pulled up on my phone as well. Okay. Let me see here. There's the Game Awards Orchestra teaser. Evanescence is confirmed again to play for Devil May Cry, which I'm fine with. Actually, let me do that quick. Downloads. Let me see here. Vote card. Here we go. Let me make sure it's this year's. Yep. And do a new tab. Oops, not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. That is personal information. That is personal information that should not be opened. Okay, did it go? There we go. Okay. Let me see here. You guys can see my OBS setup. No. Okay. Here we go. We on the vote card? Looks like we're on the vote card. Okay, we're good. Yeah, let's talk about my votes quick. Let's see, does this zoom in when I zoom in? It does. Okay, good. Let's see here. I did Game of the Year for Kingdom Come 2. Your Best Game Direction, Hades 2. Best Narrative, Kingdom Come 2. If you didn't need... Okay. Silent Hill F was nominated for Best Narrative. If you didn't have to beat the game 5 fucking times to get the full story, I would have put Silent Hill here. Because as many issues as I have with Silent Hill F, the story is not one of them. Aside from having to beat the game so many goddamn times. Hades 2 art direction, score and music, Hades 2 again. Audio design goes to Silent Hill. Best performance, Troy Baker for Indiana Jones. Accessibility goes to Doom because it was either Doom or Adamfall, and I think this is the only one that Doom has a chance of winning, so. Games for Impact, Salt of Midnight, that's the only one on that list I played, even if I only played it for like 20 minutes. Sadly, did not click with that game. I was kind of excited for it at first. Best Ongoing goes to No Man's Sky, Community Support, No Man's Sky, Best Indie, Hades 2. This was actually taken out after I voted, so I haven't gone back and re-voted for that yet. Best Mobile Game goes to Destiny, Best VR goes to Alien. It was either Alien or, Midnight Walk were the two I wanted to pick, but I went with Alien. Best Action Game goes to Ninja Gaiden, because I expect Ninja Gaiden to win this instead of Doom. But if Doom wins this, I'll be happy. Best Action Adventure goes to Indiana Jones. No idea why that's a separate category. Best RPG, Kingdom Come. Best Fighting, Capcom Fighting Collection. I probably should have changed this to, City of the Woods. Best Family, DK Bonanza. Best Sim, The Alters. Best Sports, Sonic Racing. Best Multiplayer goes to Peak. Best Adaptation was Splinter Cell. Most Anticipated was Wolverine. Yes, I did put this over RE9 because I am excited for Wolverine more than RE9, for right now at least, because I'm worried about RE9 fucking it up. Which, obviously, Insom can fuck it up too, because they showed with Spider-Man 2 they can fuck up the third act. Anyway, that's a whole other rant. Content Creator goes to Moist Critical. Best Esports, Counter-Strike. Best Esports Athlete goes to another CS player. Best Esports Team is another CS team. Okay. CSGO is the only esports I still watch. Okay, let me see here. Let's do the... Close out of that. Link claims Half-Life Zen or Half-Life X will release in March 2026, announced at the Game Awards. I do not believe for a fucking second that Half-Life X is going to be at TGA. I believe that Half-Life 3/X is being made. I actually know for a fact it's being made. Because quite literally the last 2.5 hours of Half-Life Alyx is screaming at you that Valve is going to make another game. Hell, I'd argue the last, 3 hours of that game is them screaming at you, we're going to make another one. And then on top of that, they gave us the Source 2 SDK, which is the source code files for Source 2, obviously. And when CS2 came out, we saw what that game was called in the files. And whenever CS2 would get a random update that didn't change anything in CS, it would usually mean that there was new code, because Valve has a bad quote-unquote habit of sharing code bases between their games. So whenever, say, CS2 would get an update, it would change the code in Half-Life X, and vice versa. So whenever they would change something in Half-Life X's code, it would transfer over to CS2 code, which is both a blessing and a curse, because whenever they would upgrade the engine, it would just transfer automatically. But now they can't really keep stuff a secret, which obviously Half-Life 3 is not going to stay a secret. It's quite literally one of the biggest game announcements of all time, whenever it does get announced. Let me see here. Over a year after its PEGI rating, the PS5 and Xbox Series versions of Divinity Original Sin 2 looks set to release as spotted by PlayStation side. The PS5 version has just been added to the PSN database. This is last year. Yeah, this is really random. I remember thinking this was going to get announced at TGA and then nothing happened. Really, really random, but yeah. I'm hopeful this happens. These games are actually pretty good, from what I remember. I clicked more with these games than I did with Baldur's Gate 3, which they're made by the same people. Hey, I found the thing. Never mind. I don't need this page open. Yeah. This statue showed up in the middle of the desert in the state. It was just like a random statue, and then at night it opened up into this, which if you look at this image, the statue does kind of look similar. Like right here. So yeah. Looks cool. I'm excited to see more Divinity. My dad's happy. My dad is fucking ecstatic, actually. So yeah, I'm happy for him. Even if the game's not gonna really be for me. Here we go. This is like a really big AC account. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is now showing up at the PEGI website. Truly the worst kept secret in gaming right now. It really is. So it says, let me see here. It says violence, bad language, and in-game purchases. Yeah, that's pretty much an Assassin's Creed game. Despite what people are saying, the original Black Flag did have in-game purchases as well. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be... I'm excited to see this. I'm expecting it at TGA. Or I'm not expecting it. I'm thinking it'll be at TGA. I do not expect things at these events. I think they will be there. Here we go. Star Wars KOTOR remake is still in development at Madhead Games. This game was announced fucking 4 years ago now. I still cannot believe it's not out yet. The remake. At Madhead Games, who is doing the Hellraiser game, which looks fucking incredible, and Saber Interactive, according to legal docs via Steven Totillo. Great guys. Disney and Lucasfilm are also planning a full remake of KOTOR 2 with Obsidian's cut content included. This is the big part. I unironically think that KOTOR 2 needed the remake more than the first one. Full stop. I am 100% in the camp of 2 is a great game that is held back by the fact that it's fucking unfinished. There's quite literally multiple plot lines that you can spend hours doing, and they literally just randomly, abruptly end. There is no, like, conclusion to them. It is insane. Sorry, I'm checking something. Here we go. Yeah. I'm just gonna pause it now. I think I have enough florts to do me well. Guys, okay, so I'm gonna do this quick. Yeah. It's a very big deal. It happened. And there's also more rumors for Witcher 3 stuff, which depends. I'll try Witcher 3 for the 5th time, see if it clicks finally, but Witcher 3 with me, sadly. I loved Cyberpunk, though. So yeah. Pardon the pauses. So I'm going to talk about what my predictions are for the show. There might be for both games next year. Knows. At least one AI slap game, that's going to happen. You can pay the money, definitely show. Way too much time spent on mobile games, it's going to happen. They can pay the money. Fading Blade Zero looks amazing, that's going to happen. I don't think there's ever been a trailer of that game that looks bad. RE9 trailer has some major spoilers. Yeah, that's just how Capcom does trailers. That'll probably happen. Fade remake. I really hope this happens. Control 2 teaser. It's probably going to be one or the other. I don't think it'll be both, but it could be. If I had to pick one, I want Max Payne. Nintendo doesn't show up, I really do not expect them at all. Aside from maybe taking the award for DK Bonanza when it wins Best Family. On camera shot of how much security? Yeah, that's gonna happen. Major reveal during the pre-show? Yep, probably gonna happen. Sega reboot game show up / new 3D Sonic. Sonic's 35th anniversary next year, so they gotta reveal the next main game soon. Plus, Jeff has done a lot of Sonic stuff over the years. So yeah, that'll probably be there. I really hope it's the Sega reboot games as well. I don't expect anything from Stranger Than Heaven or Virtual Fighter. E33 wins Game of the Year. That's going to happen. If it doesn't, it's probably going to be the biggest upset of the show ever. Like, bigger than God of War winning over Red Dead 2. FF7 Part 3 title drop. I think that'll happen, but it's not 100%, obviously. Ubisoft announces new game. Cough, cough, works kept secret. So yeah, it'll probably be Black Flag. DS2 gets its PC or Xbox port. Onimusha and or Pragmata get their release dates. I fully... Jeff looks sad for at least one reveal. It'll probably be the Sonic one, honestly, because that's usually when he looks sad. Exodus, full gameplay trailer, release date. I think this is confirmed already. New Metro game. I really want the new Metro 4, man. I've been replaying... And God, as many issues as I have with that game, it's still really good. So I really want to see what they can do with Metro 4. They can literally say that game is coming out in 2028, and I'll be happy as long as I know what's happening. Corey Barlog's next game. Yeah, that's gotta happen soon. His last game was God of War 2018. Then 7. Light No Fire gets a trailer release date. That's the new No Man's Sky game, or the new game from No Man's Sky team. .007 Tighter Singer is revealed, and they sing the song live. We still don't know who's singing the song for the game. Honestly, the James Bond song is literally like as important. That movie gets one. I'm really shocked the game is... I think it'll be here. Plus, Amazon is back in the game. They can afford to have a 10-minute... Rubber 1943 gets gameplay. That's the new game from Amy Hennig, who did the first 3 Uncharted's. She's had a bad history of games getting canceled, so until that game is out and in my hands, I don't think it's real. Even if we get gameplay this year. And then last is how trailer. I honestly don't know if that'll happen. That is definitely happen. But Saber Interactive has a lot of money, shockingly, despite how many not good games they've had recently. I think they could afford it. I just don't know if they would do it. And honestly, it would be pretty freaking hilarious if they do like this whole, like the last trailer just had like little VHS scan lines on the graphic footage, and it blocked the gore. But it was really funny at the end of it. Just like, watch the full trailer here, and then you'd watch the full trailer expecting like a longer trailer, and it was literally just the scan lines were removed, and it was really funny to me. I'm excited for Hellraiser. I think that game will be good. I think I don't know if we've seen it enough yet. They're still doing all the Twitter teasers and everything, which I think is amazing. I love how they're advertising this game. More teaser images and actual trailers. But I don't know. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, no skin off my back. That game will Well, the game already has specs on Steam, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it just says 2026. Has some gameplay snippets on the Steam page. Yeah, it already has like the full spec list. So, like, oh yeah, the page didn't transfer. Sorry. So yeah, literally, like at the bottom, it doesn't say system requirements to be given soon or something or whatever. Excuse me. It usually says for games that aren't out yet. It literally has like the full spec list, and they're pretty detailed. So I'm I think that game will be sooner than most people are expecting. I don't think it'll be January. February would have been a safe bet before RE9, but with RE9 in that month, that's pushing it. I don't think any horror game wants to go up against RE9. Is a smart move. Maybe March, but March is also packed. So, like, it could be like January or maybe April. I mean, no matter what, I'm going to play it. Because, like I said, I'm very excited for it. I was very, very close to buying the collector's edition, honestly. But I didn't. But, so, yeah, let me talk about this quick. Yeah, so RE9, I'm excited for, but I'm worried they're gonna pull an RE8 and just make the last chunk of the game just unfun and uninteresting and just bland. Like I can't say the fishman section is bland because that is probably, no matter how many times I play that section, it's still tense. Same with the dollhouse, but I'd say from Heisenberg onwards, the game just gets dull. Like even when spoilers, even when you get first person scene of Ethan getting his heart ripped out, that's cool. It looks cool, but it's just bland. I don't know. And then you cut to Chris, and then Chris is just like an action movie set piece, and it's so goddamn dumb. I've never understood the point of that section. But yeah, I'm really scared they're gonna do that with RE9 again. But maybe I'm hopeful I'll be wrong. See here, Max Payne. I legitimately think if they start playing the piano intro tune, I'll probably start crying because I am I am. Once we get a release date for Max Payne, that'll probably be my most anticipated game for that year. As of right now, I think it'll be Max Payne next year, Control 2 in 2027, and then DLC for Control 2 in 2028, and then probably Alan Wake 3 in 2029. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Um, Maybe they show the Control TV show that they've promised as well. Jeff has done that before. They've shown Sonic trailers at these before, the Sonic movies. Um, Let me see if there's anything else I want to comment on. Nintendo doesn't show up with anything insane. Like I've seen people think the new 3D Mario is gonna be here. They might show up with Dust Bloods, which is the new FromSoft game. Maybe. Um. Oh yeah, he also said the release date for Phantom Blade Zero is in the summer. I don't know. I just feel like that's a summer game, like June, July-ish. Let me see here. Out of the Sega reboot games, I think the one I want to see most is probably Crazy Taxi. Like out of that quick little thing they showed Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe, Jet Set Radio, Streets of Rage, Shinobi, which Shinobi is the only one that's come out so far. I think they showed something else in there. But out of that list, I think Crazy Taxi is the only one I've played and enjoyed. I shouldn't say that. I did love Streets of Rage 4. But I don't know. I don't feel like a Streets of Rage reboot is really needed. But maybe the game will be good. I hope the game is good. Because I have a lot of friends who are big Streets of Rage fans, and I think going from 4 to a back, I seriously think Streets of Rage 4 is arguably the best beat 'em up of the last 20 years and one of the best beat 'em ups ever. Unironically, that game is pretty much perfect in my opinion. It's not a genre I enjoy, but it's a very good game. Same with Ether. Tend to think of anything else to talk about quick. Yeah, that Ubisoft game. I'm a Ubisoft fan. Obviously, I love Far Cry. I can usually play a while of Assassin's Creed. I like the new Rayman games. I didn't like the old ones, but I don't know. I really it's been 4 years since 6. That's like the longest gap since between 2 and 3. And even that was only 3 years, I think. Like usually we at least have a trailer by now. We literally don't know anything about 7 aside from rumors at this point. If I had to pick one, I'd obviously pick Far Cry 7 for a new Ubisoft game at the show, but you know, I just have a gut feeling it'll be AC4 at this point. I would not complain about seeing AC4 because at this point, I think the first time we heard about this game was 2 years ago, maybe more. I don't even more. But then since then, it's literally been report after report of the game being real. Like Ubisoft literally rehired an official cosplayer to re-cosplay just Edward. Like they weren't being subtle. They also commissioned a new statue, like a new. I legitimately do not understand why the game hasn't been announced. Um, that game is. Well, we know Prince of Persia is out before end of March, so you getting a PC port would be. I don't think the Xbox in total, but I do think the PC port is going to be announced here, probably by Kojima himself. As we all know, Jeff, Onimusha and/or Pragmata getting a release date. Of the two, the one I think is more likely to get a release date is Pragmata. I'm still dead set on RE9, Onimusha, and Pragmata being the first 6 months of the year, but I could see Onimusha getting pushed like August-ish. I don't know yet. Let me see here. Exodus was confirmed. I did look that up. To be getting gameplay, which I'll keep an eye on that. Metro 4. I really want Metro 4, man. The VR game was so goddamn good as well. The VR game is probably my second favorite in the series. And honestly, if it was a flat screen game, it'd probably be my favorite. It's not even like the VR is bad or anything. I just don't have the timer set up for a VR. I'm excited for Corey, whatever Corey does next. It'll be fun. Like, that man has been cooking since 2018. It'll be fun. Whatever happens, happens. I'm sure I'll enjoy the 3 hours of the show. And there'll definitely be times where I'm like, ugh, I don't want to watch this part, but I have to. This definitely took way longer than I expected it to. This took like what, an hour, 40 minutes. That's not including the. Oh, I think there's anything to talk about quick. Not really. I'm sure after the show I'll probably, I don't know if I'm taking off work tomorrow or not, but I might. If I do, I'll just react to the trailers I liked and talk about the games. Uh yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not really expecting a lot. I'm not even expecting it. Like I said, I'm not even expecting really anything. I think some stuff will be there, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope the show's good. I'll talk about it when it happens.